Hi, in this short video I'm going to show you how to change default Unreal Engine 4 mannequin jump animation into Somersault using Maya animation and rigging tools. And in order to do this you need Maya version 2014. I know the tools are not working with Maya version 2016 and I'm not sure about Maya 2015, but you may as well go with Maya 2014 because that was the version that was used during the creation of the tools. So before we start Maya, we're gonna do some file transfer. Head to your program files, Epic Games, then go to your Epic Games engine version, go to Engine, Extras, Maya Animation Rigging Tools, Maya Tools, and you're gonna see a file called User Setup Pi. And in the other window, go to Documents, Maya Scripts, and copy user setup Pi into that scripts folder. Next thing here, go to General, ART, Projects, Sample, Export Files, and you're going to see this mannequin export MB, and here go to Projects, Default, and you're gonna copy mannequin export into that project's default folder. Okay, now with that done, we can start Maya 2014. And as you see, first thing when you install those ART tools is going to ask you to browse to your tools folder in your Unreal Engine folder. So here we go. You navigate there and click Save. If it doesn't report any errors here that the folder is not existing, you're gonna have this new tab here, Epic Games. So go there, and we're not gonna go with creating our own rig. We're gonna use default Unreal Engine mannequin. So just go straight to Add Character for Animation, and just click Add and Close, and here's our mannequin from Unreal Engine 4. And you can select some joints here in order to move them around, and you can play with that. But for purpose of this video, we're gonna import one of the animations from Unreal Engine 4, and we're gonna change that animation. So head to your Unreal Engine 4 projects, and here I have a clean 3D person setup, and let's say we have this jump and we really want to change it in a somersault. So in order to do that, we're going to first determine which animation sequence we really want to change. So if you head to animation blueprint, and you open animation graph, you're going to see that the sequence is actually goes through idle run, and then we have a jump start, jump loop, and jump end. And we're going to determine which one of these three we're going to change. So if we go to animation tab, and first we open third person jump, you're going to see that this animation is very slow, and what it does is actually just kind of shows like floating in the air after jump start animation. So if you go to jump start animation, you're going to see that that's actually a little bit longer, and there is much more activity there going on. So that's the one that we're going to change. It's a third person jump start. So head back to your content folder, right click, and we're going to do asset actions export, and we're gonna save that in our documents folder, save, and if we go back to our Maya rigging tool, we can go to this button here, import motion. So we're gonna go to documents and click on third person jump start that we just exported from Unreal Engine, and everything else is fine. Just gonna click import, close it, and we can preview animation right here now. As you can see, there is 14 frames, and now we're going to go ahead with quickly changing some of these frames. So if we head right down to 7, first thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate this one and we're gonna do rotation always in one winding order, whichever one you choose. So this one we're gonna rotate 180 degrees, and if you go to frame 0, he's still on the ground. We don't want to change that one as well. And here we're gonna start changing then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's like 5 frames that we're gonna change, and we're gonna make like a 180 degree rotation. So that's approximate. That's 30 degrees per frame that we gotta rotate. So this guy we gotta rotate 30 degrees. This guy we gotta rotate then 60 degrees. This one is gonna be rotated 90 degrees. This one 120. Okay, I made a mistake, but we're gonna see. We're gonna adjust and okay, that's not bad. And now we're gonna start unwinding here. We're gonna make like full 360. Okay, let's check how that looks like. We'll go with that. If you want to do some more changes, you can tuck his head a little bit, tuck his arms, but for the purposes of this video, we're just gonna go with this. And now we're gonna click export motion here. And we're gonna call this simply, let's call it Somersault. Okay, and don't forget to click export, and there we go, export complete. Now we're gonna go to back to our project and import we're gonna import that Somersault. Under skeleton, we're gonna choose our default Unreal Engine 4 mannequin skeleton. Everything else is fine. And here we go. He's doing flips. They're not really the best flips in the world, but we'll go with it. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our animation blueprint, and we're gonna make some changes over there in this animation graph. We're gonna change this jump start here, and instead of third-person jump start, we're gonna play our somersault instead. And we also need to change this because it's tied to previous jump start asset. So we're just gonna delete that one, and we're gonna create new transition. Click here and just type in ratio here, and we're going to choose time remaining ratio somersault. Okay, drag here. I'm going to type less and put here 0.15. Okay, compile, and now as you can see we have our somersault here, and let's go to our play, and as you can see he's doing somersaults. It's not really smooth. Let's go back to this, increase maybe to 0.2. Okay, I don't like this because he's doing somersaults too fast, so let's head back to Maya and we're gonna stretch this animation. Click on Shift key and click and drag to your end key. Go to excuse me, go to Edit, Keys, scale keys, and here time scale pivot, choose 2 if it's not already changed there. Click apply, close, put 28 here, and let's preview our animation just to make sure everything is okay. Okay, we have one little boo-boo here, and we're gonna rotate this 180 degrees. Okay, go again to export motion. The file is already saved here, just click export, and here under Somersault we're gonna click on re-import, and let's check it now. Okay, it's a little bit better. This is not really the way how you would do animation. Obviously in your commercial project it was more as a quick tutorial how to do it, but it's probably useful in some cases. Let me just check this one more time. And okay, that's acceptable in my view. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.